Alright, here's my installation of the whole house fan. I've created an air box. It's about 15 inches, a 15-inch cube. And that's a 12-inch connector on each side. I have one on the left side there and one on the bottom. And then I'm going to route a tube to two different parts of the house. The first one is right there. As you can see, it's a 12-inch connector or adapter, and on the other side is a grate. I have to seal off the corners there. So the tube's going to run from there right up to there. And the other one is back there. You can see it right there. There it is. And that's in another high point of the ceiling. And it's also a 12-inch connector to the grate, and then that'll run up to the box. So I have two high points. That's a high point in the master bedroom. That's a high point in the living room. And I'll be able to remove the heat from that. And then we go up to the box where it'll equally suck from both of those. And then I have one 16 CFM gable fan. Just the other side of the box there is where the gable fan is going to connect, and it's going to blow directly onto the gable vent there, venting all the exhaust heat overboard. So that's the plan, all made out of I think it's 1/8 inch real thin plywood and a few support beams on the inside. Here's a better view of the gable or the vents here. This is a oversized hole for the gable fan. I'll put some spongy insulation around the outside to dampen the noise. And then this is the inside of the box. You can see the exit towards the vents. Some support wood on the inside. There's one of the exits, and we're looking through the other exit. The other sides are all closed off. So this is my mixer box, if you will. Just held together by some rudimentary wood and so forth. Pretty simple. And it's very light. So I made it just big enough to fit in the attic hole, the access hole, and then I use light weight wood that is strong enough for its purpose but not heavy to maneuver around. And then I just created a support beam here. This support beam, I just threw a 2x4 up here, mounted that in with some brackets so I have a base to work off of, and then I made another rudimentary support connected to the very roof support there. So the box is pretty well secured exactly where I want it. And the only thing left is to connect the tubes. I'm going to hang the gable fan, I believe, by the some straps from the top there. That'll give it some noise dampening. Alright, here's my ducting work. Got a mixer box there. 2 intakes, 12-inch. One goes into the far room there, and then the other one goes into the top of the master bedroom there. Right there's going to be an electrical box plus a shut-off switch, and then I'm going to tie that in. I got a junction box somewhere right over here. I'm going to tie that into the junction box there. So here's the inside of our vaulted ceilings in the master bedroom. You can see the standard doorway there. Just above that is a regular intake, or the regular register for the air conditioning and heating. And then I went up all the way as close as I could get to the ceiling top. 12-inch by 12-inch hole for the grate covering, which I'm going to now install. On the other side of that is a reducer. So you can imagine all the heat coming up to the apex of the roof here, easily being ventilated out. So that is the goal. That'll improve circulation. This giant wall here serves as a big heat barrier, unfortunately. So I installed another vent on the other side of this wall to complete the hot air evacuation from the house. My controller for the attic fan, I labeled it. This is for an overhead light I installed, but if I turn it on, you can barely even hear it running. So here's the two intakes. As you can see, this is a very vaulted ceiling here. And at the very top, right up here, is where that vent is. We'll take a look at that. There it is. So the hot air is going to all rise to this this apex here. And then the other hot area, separated by the wall here, is up above the normal register. There it is. Also taking heat from the highest point in the house and evacuating all that overboard into the attic and out the gable vent. I don't know if you can hear it running, but it's extremely quiet. Much less than an air conditioner noise.